Hey everyone, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Fish or Price Ranch. Hey guys, welcome back. We're Sarah, Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch, and Crystal, Carly, and Josh with Rock and JC's Goat Farm. So we're getting ready for the boys. They're going to go on their second trip to go and hopefully find our property. I know we didn't talk about why Kentucky didn't work for us. Basically, we couldn't find any companies that were drilling water wells, and if we can't get water, we can't get, anything for our livestock. So we tried all over Kentucky. All the businesses are shut down. We don't know why. So it just didn't work out for us. So we've been looking in Tennessee, southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, and all of a sudden all these opportunities kind of opened up in Arkansas. So it looks like that's where we're headed. So fingers are crossed. Hopefully we will find a property on this trip. So
that's the hope.
Yep. So wish the guys good luck on their trip, and they're gonna do better. They did good. They did good filming on the way there and the way back, but they didn't do a whole lot of filming while they were there. So hopefully we'll get some more footage of Arkansas and the different properties that we're looking at. So stay tuned.
Okay, everybody, this is Josh with Rock and JC's Goat Farm and Brandon of Fisher Price Ranch.
Hi.
We are on round 2 of trying to find a property. We're just getting on the highway out of Holbrook, headed towards Arkansas. We will update you when we get to the borders. Hello everybody, it's Josh again. We just passed into New Mexico. We have another 14 hours to go. Hello everybody, this is Josh again with Rock and JC's Goat Farm. We are on the road still. We just passed into Texas from New Mexico.
Welcome to Texas.
And we are about 8 hours or so away from where we're going. And we're running into some rain.
Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch, and Josh is driving with JC Rock and Goat Farm. We're about 11 hours into the trip so far. We had to stop in Amarillo, get something to eat, head back on the road, and we are about to head over into Oklahoma border right now. And we still have about 430 miles till we get to Yellville, Oklahoma. Arkansas, sorry. Yellville, Arkansas. 430 miles. Hi, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch, and we are still driving. It is, let's see, 2:02 in the morning. It's 1:02 our time. And we're just right now getting ready to pass the state line into Arkansas. We have 94 miles to our hotel. We should be there within about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. We're in Arkansas. We are a mile and a half from our hotel. We are in Harrison, Arkansas now, finally. It is just after 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock our time. Finally made it, get some shut-eye and start looking at properties tomorrow. Keep you updated. Alright, good morning everybody. This is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch and Josh with JC Rock and Goat Farm. we are in Arkansas. This is day one of looking at the properties, and we are headed over to talk with our realtor that is helping us. He's going to give us a little more info and directions to get to these properties, and then we will be taking some videos as we walk them. Stay tuned. Oh, hey, look. Let's go me. Hi, everybody. This is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch and Joshua with Rockin' JC's Goat Farm. Sorry, I was saying it wrong earlier. I wasn't corrected. We're headed to the first property we're going to look at today. We've been driving for almost an hour from our hotel. But all the roads from the hotel to here are just beautiful scenery all the way around. Grasslands. Well, not that spot, but full of grasslands and treed acreage. Lots of oak trees, ponds and rivers everywhere. Just so beautiful. Windy road all the way through all the towns. Just incredible scenery. And we're only about 20 miles from the first property, so we got about another 15 minutes driving or so, and we'll get more video of the property when we get there.
So hello everybody, this is Josh with Rocking JC's Goat Farm. We're at the first property. As you can see, they're up right there. There's like a yellow guide wire. That's the corner of the one parcel. And then this is kind of the terrain, just full of trees. And as we were walking in, we saw about a dozen deer running down into the property. So Brandon's walked down in further. There's a couple of orange flag or pink flags. You can kind of see them right there. Not sure if those are property markers or survey markers, but I'm going to walk down in here a little bit further, kind of see if I can find where Brandon went. But yeah, it's just a lot of white oak and red oak. Very, very pretty land out here and really wet. So when we move over to the next section of the property, I will bring you back. So I'm almost back to the top, but I don't know if in the background you can hear. There's a train track somewhere close, and you can really hear it when it goes through the crossing. But that's the other side of the transmission line, the other portion of the property, and it's steeper than the side I was on. But it's just full of, looks like tall cedar trees, oak trees. So we'll update you in a little while.
Okay, this is the property number 2 that we're looking at. This is going to be 94 acres. It's the large parcel from that house. That little side over there is on the other side of the road, and they just parceled off this piece that they're selling. There's a little well house for the well, put a pump in and all that, and it's already got a power pole ready to go, and this huge open area right as you get onto the property. And then the shape of it goes, well, it started way back there, probably a few hundred feet that way, and it cuts straight back and then cuts all the way down like a big old huge L way far that way that we haven't even walked yet. We'll walk some of it and I'll get going on that. But this top piece right here is pretty nice, pretty open. We could utilize this. There's Josh way out there. But I'll get to walking that way to view more of the property. Okay, well, where Josh was walking, he walked this little road. They got a little path already. And even though it's been raining for 2 days non-stop pretty much, and the ground is sopping wet, it's still pretty solid. I mean, you don't slush around. All the grass, you know, holds together pretty well. But
I think that's about as far as I'm going to go.
oh, spoke too soon. Okay, so we're still walking this property, and we got to another section that was more down that road, and it opens up again. Not as big, but it does open up pretty good. And we're kind of on the top of this little hill, and if all the trees weren't there, you could really see the mountain ridge and all that. But this property, which is a lot to walk, goes from here down the ravine and up, and we own to the top of that mountain right there too. Well, we would, but this property is definitely considerable. The amount of usable land that we can get off of it, plus all the grass that's already growing here, is about 4.5 to 5 feet tall, ready to munch away for the goats. And then, yeah, all the oak trees and everything, give them all the potato chips they could ever want. But for 94 acres and owning quite a bit of land and plenty to explore, is definitely better than the last one. Good morning, everybody. This is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. Day number 2 of looking at properties. Just getting going. We got about 50 miles. Take about an hour to get there to the first property we're looking at today. This one, I believe, is just vacant land, 105 acres, and we'll update you some more when we get there.
All right, everybody, this is Josh with Rockin' JC's Goat Farm. We got to the second property this morning, or the first property of the day. Not really. It's 105 acres, just raw land. Not really liking it at the moment. It's really steep, a lot of what we were looking at in Kentucky. So I don't think this one's going to work either. So we'll keep you updated on the next one we're going to look at. It's just outside of Yellville, Arkansas. So we'll keep you updated.
Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. We got to the second property for today. By the pictures on the listing, it looked somewhat promising. We have not found the actual for sale sign for this property, but from the pictures on the listing, the realtor took pictures of the first 50 feet that are somewhat level, possibly workable, but then anything beyond that 50 feet is so steep. I mean, it's like a 45-degree incline straight down on both sides of the road, so it wouldn't matter where the parcels are. The first 50 to 100 feet are good, and then it just drops down and down and down and down. Like, people looking for acreage, looking at the listing, it looks like usable land, but then you get out here and it's only the first 50 feet, and then there's no way you'd be able to fence this and work it, not for farming. We've noticed a lot of the properties that are listed are misleading in that way, that they only show a portion of the good flat areas and don't describe the actual terrain of where you're going. Like right here, this is all clear, nice little flat usable spot, but then right there at the trees it drops, and drops fast. So this also will not work for what we need. So now we wait for tomorrow to look at our last property with the realtor that we're looking at. It's his listing. Today is Sunday and he doesn't work, and so we are patiently waiting for tomorrow to look at our last property before heading back home. Alright, good morning everybody. This is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. We got our realtor right here in front of us in the red truck, and we are headed to our last property on day 3. This is going to be a 68 acres. It's got a little cabin on it, but that's about it. We're about 13 miles from it, so we'll get some more video once we get there. Just driving through the little towns. But after we look at this one today, we get to head back home to Arizona and start packing, hopefully.
Okay, everybody, this is Josh with Rockin' JC's Goat Farm. We are at the property we were going to look at. There's the power box. It runs underground. The view is just phenomenal. They've already built an RV deck to put in an RV. It's got a little fire pit here, right here, with a little bench, which is really cool. This is the well house, sitting down on one of the lower flat spots. The views are just gorgeous. It's kind of set back in the This is the little driveway out from where the RV spot is, and it goes up around the corner. And then if you walk to the edge of where they've kind of pushed to make a house, you walk over, it is a little steep. There's a little tree stand in the tree right there. But down in the bottom here, they started building a pond. I don't know if you can see it all that well, but it's already full of water. They were trying to make their own little lake, which is really cool because it drops back up into kind of a hollow. It's really pretty. So we're gonna hike around here a little bit more, because I think this might be where we land. But we'll have to talk about that when we all get back together again, when me and Brandon get back to Arizona. But yeah, the views are just phenomenal out here. Alright, this is Josh again. We're now on the back, what they call the back 40 of the property, and we're up on top of a ridge. We've seen some fresh deer track, quite a bit of fresh stuff. But it's pretty flat right in here. It's overgrown with trees, but it is definitely a really pretty spot to put a pasture, possibly a cabin, because it's up in the trees on the back 40. Lots of big white oaks, red oaks. He showed us a couple of wild grapevines running through, wild blueberry bushes. It's just, this would be a perfect spot for a nice little cabin. We're kind of headed up towards the the other ridge. It's all pretty well just kind of a rolling hill and flat up in here. You could easily build up in here, put pastures in amongst the trees. And the goats would definitely love it. There's plenty of acorns all over the place, and they're quite a bit bigger than the acorns in Arizona. They actually look like an acorn, not like a little bitty seed pod. And yeah, I don't know if you heard Brandon in the background. We're only halfway on the back half of the property. We got about another third of a mile to walk. And we're right in the center of the property, left to right.
Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. Here with an update. We just got finished with the last property. It's in Yellville. Buddy was a realtor that's been helping us find these properties while we've been here. He actually came out with us today on this one and walked us all over the property and showed us little bits and pieces. We did like it quite a bit. It had a lot of usable flat areas that we could build on. Have pasture lands for all our goats. So did the other one that we liked, but it was a little more acreage. So I guess we're just gonna let the girls decide while we head home to Arizona, and we'll decide as a group together. We'll let you know what we decide. Stay tuned.
Hello everybody, this is Josh again. We are just getting to the Oklahoma-Texas border. We have about 9 hours more to go till we get home. We will keep you guys updated.
Welcome to Texas.
Alright everybody, this is Josh again with Rockin' JC's Goat Farm. Missed the border. I was driving, my co-pilot Brandon was taking a nap. So, but we are just outside of Tucumcari, New Mexico.
Hi everybody, this is Brandon with Fisher Price Ranch. Joshua is driving. We're getting ready to pass over the Arizona border. Getting really close. We're almost home. We're almost to our old home.
Hey guys, so the guys made it back from the trip and we put in an offer on a property. And before we made this trip, we found properties that we found the owners would carry the loan. That's basically our only option at this moment. So anyway, we had a list of like 4 or 5 properties that the owners would carry a loan for us if we put so much down. And so we went and looked at all the properties and we put in an offer on a property. Well then, that one, we told them we could put down $50,000 as a down payment, and they had agreed to it, and then we went out and looked at the property. We liked it, so we went ahead and put in the official offer. Well then they wanted $100,000 down. So obviously we couldn't do it. So we had a backup property that we really liked. And they had offered seller financing, and we told them $50,000 down. And so then we put in an official offer, and they just wanted proof of funds. So we drove an hour one way to go to the bank and have it all printed, and then we emailed it over, and then they said no. That they didn't feel comfortable. It's like, well then, thanks for letting me drive 2 hours just to go and get proof of funds. So anyway, everything that we put in an offer on has said no, even after they had already said yes. So very frustrating. We've wasted all this time and money. We had to rent the car, all the gas, and time to drive all the way to Arkansas. and the time with the realtor, all the days there, the hotels, the food, and then all the way back for nothing. So we're back to square one, looking for more properties. So we're going to have to make another trip. So it didn't go very well. We're still kind of looking in northern Arkansas, southern Missouri. I've even kind of looked a little bit in Tennessee again. But we're just not, we have a couple more properties that they say they're willing to carry, but now that the last two that said that and it ended up they changed their mind, it makes us a little bit leery. So we want to make sure we have enough of a list this time, and hopefully it will go better. So keep your fingers crossed. If you guys are in that area and know of anybody selling their property that would be willing to do seller financing, definitely let me know. We need at least 50 acres. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully the next video will be better news.